Hello and welcome to the St. Paul's Celebration Assembly, starring some of your favourite teachers and featuring some very hard-working pupils.
Good morning, St. Paul's. I hope you're all well, that you're safe and you are being kind. It was lovely to see lots of you on Friday for our first socially distanced library. We will be opening the library again this Friday, and I hope some of you are able to come in and collect some books to enjoy. Once again, we've been absolutely amazed by the work that you've been doing and showing us on Twitter and on email. We're going to mention a few of those things now. First of all, Samiha wins the Kindness Award this week for her idea about creating a kindness superhero that would use their kindness powers to make the world a better place. Tanvir for sequencing numbers. Well done, Tanvir. Ariane, who created a healthy menu and a home workout. Mari, who's been making Mr. Bowflower laugh a lot with her hilarious stories. And Bethany, Alice, Jacob and Ava for so many incredible tweets over the last few weeks about all the fantastic things they're doing. Now I'm going to hand over to Mr. Bowflower, who will be doing the significant achievements for Year 6.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thompson. Now, for Year 6, I've been thinking carefully about who the Significant Achievement Awards are going to go to today. Again, it was a tough choice, but I've gone for number 1, Alicia. Very good work overall, always putting a lot of detail into your work, in particular your entry about being a prisoner for the day. It was very convincing. Have you been in jail? No, I know you haven't. Number 2, Mari. I know she's mentioned earlier for being very funny with her stories, but she also did a fantastic piece of offline work all around the country of Norway, which was really great, and her handwriting looked fantastic as well. Thank you, Mari, for that. And my third person is Siam. Siam, he's been working really hard, always doing his homework. If he gets confused, he asks me a question, and he did some great work about fossilization, a process of how living things become fossils. So that was great. So well done, Year 6. Keep up the good work. Over to Miss O'Reilly.
Hi everyone, thank you Mr. Bowflower. And now it's time for Year 5's significant achievements. This week it was really tricky because you guys continue to impress me every single day that I log in. You're doing amazing work. But this week it's going to be Eddie, Ella and Amreen. Eddie, for your incredible work on why plastic is so bad for our environment. You obviously spent an awful lot of time on it as well, so well done to you. Ella, because every single day that I log into Purple Mash, you have impressed me again. You work so hard, and I just think you've been doing incredible work while in lockdown, so well done. And finally, Amreen. Your work on Helen Sharman was fantastic. You've been putting so much effort into your offline tasks as well, so your church house was amazing, and I love the detail you added. But most importantly was your piece on what you want to be when you grow up, and the thought that you put into why you want to be an actress was incredible. So well done everyone. Year 5, keep it up. You've been fantastic. I've been loving logging in to see you all. Okay, now it's over to Mr. John.
Thank you, Miss O'Reilly. Good morning everyone, and today in this special assembly I'm going to mention from Year 4, Yasir, for his incredible mythical creature. He designed it brilliantly. Leah for the hard work she's been doing with her maths work on Purple Mash. And finally Nyla for a very informative leaflet about electricity and how it works. Thank you for all your hard work. Stay safe, and I'm going to pass you over to Mr. Cush.
Well, thank you, Mr. John. And hello, St. Paul's. It's so good to be with you guys on this Tuesday for Special Assembly. This week, I would like to nominate Esan, Adian and Esme for fantastic recounts of a time when they each had an accident, and all 3 of these children have been also working really hard on offline activities and doing other stuff as well. So well done to the 3 of you. Now I will hand over to Mr. Thompson.
Thank you, Mr. Cush. Now on to Year 2. It was once again really tricky this week, but here are the significant achievements for Year 2. First up, Ibrahim Sadiq for his retelling of The Great Fire of London. I love the way you sequenced it, and the writing was fantastic. Then we have Suleiman, who created his own treasure box and telescope. Wonderful. And finally, Hanif for his tissue paper design of the Great Fire of London. Absolutely incredible. Now I'd like to hand over to Miss Ali.
Hi everyone again. This week's Year 1 significant achievements are for Peter, for your fantastic book review of The Gruffalo's Child. You had some good adjectives on there as well, so well done, Peter. Amira, for your brilliant sorry letter to the 3 bears from Goldilocks. You remembered the story well. Great work. And Mason, for trying really hard to keep up with your online work. I'm really proud of you, Mason. Well done. Keep that up. That's all for this week, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Ali. Hello, butterflies. I hope you're all well this week. These are the nominations for this week. The first one goes to Benaya, and he has worked really hard at home on his handwriting. He has made some excellent improvement this year. The next one goes to Wyaz for coming up with different ideas and being very creative, and he's used many different materials to create his own ocean collage. And the last one goes to Umar for creating a beautiful chart of all the kind of things to do this week. Well done, Umar. Now over to Miss Blake.
Thank you, Mrs. Wright. And now it's nursery class. Firstly, I want to say a really well done to Valeria for all of your purple mash work. I really loved your flower and your emotion faces. That's great. And also thank you to Anaya. You gave a brilliant description of a lion. Fantastic. And lastly, I want to say well done to Yumna. You've been doing some really lovely home learning. I'm really impressed, and I particularly like the work you've been doing on the life cycle of a butterfly. Well done, everyone in nursery class. And now it's over to Lacey, who's going to be doing this week's prayer. Take care. Bye-bye.
A prayer by Lucy May. Thank you for the world so sweet. Thank you for the food we eat. Thank you for the birds that sing. Thank you, God, for everything.
See you next week for another Celebration Assembly.